Simon, it wasn't me, Harris, is what we have in front of us at the moment.
You personally signed the contract that brought us the Children's Hospital saga.
Well, of course I didn't, but continue.
You didn't sign that
I was
contract.
the Minister for Health when the contract went to government.
And responsible as such for
And
that.
responsible for the signing of that contract.
Please.
Were you not?
I was the Minister for Health.
You don't accept accountability for
the
the
Minister for
2.5
Health when
billion
the
euro
contract
spend
went
on the
to
National Children's Hospital.
The Government of Ireland made a decision to build the National Children's Hospital. I was a part of the government.
You know we were talking.
But you asked a question about the Children's Hospital. I am responsible. Of course I'm responsible. I'm responsible for bringing the proposal to Cabinet, responsible for recommending that we proceed.
And you were like an under-pressure state agent, furiously trying to sell an overpriced, extortionate, exorbitant hospital to an increasingly angry population at the moment. Nobody's arguing about the quality of the hospital. We're arguing about the price and the length of time it's taken to deliver. Leo Varadkar promised that it would be delivered by 2020 for €700 million, save an asteroid hitting the planet. And yet it's ballooned to €2.2 billion. And today, 5 years after that initial opening date, there is still no confirmation about when it's going to open. 15 times the opening date has been postponed. And I don't believe, many people don't believe it will be open by 2027 at this rate. The National Children's Hospital is a monument to Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael waste and blame shifting. Your fingers are all over this €1.5 billion extra spend. The opportunity cost of that €1.5 billion would have actually paid for over 4,500 homes. It would have housed up to 18,000 people, more than the number of people who are currently homeless. Tánaiste, you are the blame-shifting expert in this country. You had a debate with myself on national television during the election in relation to this, and you stated very clearly that you did not sign this contract. You said on that statement to millions of people across the country that you were not responsible for the signature on that contract. Now, Tánaiste, will you say, were you lying to the people of Ireland on that day? Were you lying to the people watching that programme in relation to whether or not you are responsible for this particular contract?
So you don't lecture me, you don't hire me, thanks very much. I answer to the people of Wicklow. They elected me, one of the highest votes in the country. So don't give me any of that sanctimonious nonsense. We all have a mandate in this House. We had a general election. You rehearsed your lines that you must practice in front of the mirror every morning, and people went out and they gave their verdict. And we're in the government, and we're getting on with the business. And yes, of course the buck stops with me. And you know what else? You know what else the book? Well, I was going to tell you what it means. If you don't just calm down, you ask your question, and I get an opportunity to answer. It's how this place works. So you asked a question about the Children's Hospital. I am responsible. Of course I'm responsible. I'm responsible for bringing the proposal to Cabinet, responsible for recommending that we proceed. And the easiest thing to do in politics, if you don't ever want to get into any challenging situation, is never make a decision.